everyone, I'm Sarah Nofke, and I'm the author of Everyone in LA is an Asshole. I'm originally from Texas, but I've been on the West Coast for about 15 years now. And because of that, I think that I've gotten rid of my Texas accent. But when I talk to people, they like to remind me daily that I haven't. If you talk to one of my relatives, though, you would see that my accent's very subtle compared to my mother, for instance. She was a Southern debutante that had a very thick Texas accent, which is very different than like the Georgia accent, which is nice and flowing. But today, for this reading, I'm going to be slipping back into my roots and doing a scene that involves my mother. So I hope that you enjoy. Chapter 18. This isn't the time for your religion. Growing up in a town of predominantly back porch Baptist, I absolutely appreciate the religious diversity of LA. My mother used to say the only thing that outnumbered the churches in our town were liquor stores. If they build one, they've got to build the other, she'd say. That way they can go to church all day and then have a short commute to the bar. Don't think for a moment that I'm criticizing Christians. I'm not. As an agnostic who was raised in one of the most controversial religions, I've got no room to talk. For all the strange things the Baptists do, they've got nothing on me. If anyone asks what religion you are, my mother began one day, you tell them you're a Methodist. But we're shh, she commanded. No one needs to know what we really are. Being a Methodist in a small East Texas town did make me pretty different. When I moved to the West Coast, though, I met all sorts of people who were much more diverse than being from a different sect of Christianity. I was raised in a Christian Science home. There, I said it. Okay, now that you've all stopped gasping, yes, I was one of those weird kids who didn't go to the doctor. If we got sick, we prayed the flu away. And I didn't get vaccines, just like the damn hippies on the West Coast. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes vaccines seem weird to me. When the doctor gave Eleanor, my daughter, the chickenpox vaccine, I sort of freaked out. Chickenpox is a rite of passage, I told her doctor. But it doesn't have to be, he explained. My brain crowded with uncertainty. I have a cute chickenpox scar above my right eyebrow. What if she didn't get her own mark? Didn't she need to? And then I remembered when my mother told me I had chickenpox at age 5. I cried. I'm going to die, aren't I? I asked. Probably, my sister said from the back seat beside me in the station wagon. I mean, if you get sick enough, you will, because Lord knows, Mom is not taking you to the doctor. My asshole sister later ate her words. She'd asked me to wake her up in time to watch the movie of the week about a woman who faked a pregnancy to get her boyfriend to stay with her. Real classy stuff. Anyway, I remember shaking my sister's shoulder, but she wouldn't wake up. Sweat was rolling down her forehead, and she was seemingly in a coma. I went to fetch my mother, who decided this was the perfect time to sit beside her bed and pray. This isn't the time for your religion, I yelled, nearly in tears, thinking that my sister was going to die from some virus. Sarah, this is precisely the time for our religion, my mother said. When we are fearful, that's the time to strengthen our faith. We prayed through the night, and in the morning, my sister awoke. She wasn't the least bit grateful that I'd spent the whole night reciting scriptures. She was pissed that she'd missed the movie of the week. I'm not sure what saved my sister that night, but I also don't know what was wrong with her in the first place. That's why I tend to think that science and spirituality need to be connected in my world. If I pass one lesson on to Eleanor, it will be to surround herself with as many diverse people as she can. Value others' beliefs, and they will enrich our lives. We may not all believe in the same thing, but we are all connected through a cosmic force called love. I may not be able to see it, but I know it exists. Thank you so much for joining me for reading from Everyone in LA is an Asshole. I hope you grabbed the audiobook, which I did narrate without any problems because I had professionals helping me. But I hope this gave you a great sample, and I'd love to hear your accents. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.